Welcome back everyone. This is Shadow Drake, where I have been displaced from viewing my rocket by face change devices. Ugh. There we go. Yeah, there we go. And I had a counterflow on my... Okay, anyways. So we're back. Um, like I said, the rocket's back. Stuff is happening. I offloaded a lot of stuff. My chickens are still alive and, ooh, making eggs still. And actually, embarrassingly enough, apparently I don't need to make these unviable to cook them. I could just stick them in the microwave. Uh, I have had a silicon explosion, so I probably have more silicon than Silicon Valley, maybe. And now my nickel and cobalt is coming into this thing, and I still have quite a bit. But where's, I put my backpack checkpack away. We're gonna get to it, but first I do want to show off the how well that works. The blah 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 whatchamacallit Stirling setup. It actually does work pretty well. And so right now I'm recharging my rocket. I need to refuel it up, and from the looks of things, I'm gonna run out of copper again. So let me see. The dense asteroids are not as far away as that, so maybe I could get by not filling it up as much. But I might as well just go for this huge copper node. And I think I'm gonna need iron as well, so I might as well try to do a copper and iron thing. But I gotta fix something, and I completely forgot to do that. I need another ore head. Drill. I need another mineral head. Iron and steel. Shoot. My floor contents, okay, looks like I gotta make more. Oh, no, there's my iron. Question is, who's got my steel? You're the closest one to have steel. Oh, boy. So let's fix that. I need one head. So let's get that drill head. While I'm waiting for that, let's fill the rocket a bit. I still need to clean that up. Oh, crap. I forgot one important thing. Extend the umbilicals. That's better. Let's get you to 45. I think that'll be more than enough. I think. Alright, perfect. Alright, so yeah, my head ran out of power. I didn't get much iron because my drill head literally ran out, so... let's see, now that that's back. And while I am at it, I need to remove this. Because I don't want that there. And see, I am absolutely draining that. And it's almost full. Okay. So, I really do want to make sure that it's full. Okay, that's retracted. This is doing its thing. And before I go down there, I want to get some pipes. And I do got some liquid pipes. That'll work for now. And 83%. That's gonna... Yep, it's blinking already. So let's go out there before that gets worse. Don't need that in my inventory. Okay. So. Ow. I did do quite a lot of work. As you can see, I expanded the little framework of this thing. So now I got that. I think I have a general idea for how I'm going to do things. This condensation valve does need to be here. And this pipe would be okay. So let's see. I believe if I remove this, it should force restart it. Of course. It's not going to work because I think I initialized it to cool, which there's nothing. Initialize to 0. There we go. Why are you jumping so fast? Alright, what broke? You were seriously working before. Ugh. Okay, mode is 0 for fill. I gotta get the volume, I gotta do the pressure, figure it out. Jet mode 1, jet mode 2, if it's greater than... Wait. Yeah, this is my fill. Are you broken? Is it you? There we go. Alright, as you can see, I'm making 14 kilojoules of energy. Which means that should be charging my station battery up top. But now the whole reason I had the whole move to 3 was so that it wouldn't do something weird. So, what the heck? So, when you go to 1, right here, I must have some kind of run weird condition going on here. Ugh. Let's put you back. I'll have to debug that. You should be in the cool mode, yep. So it's cooling, it's generating power. The room temp is climbing really high. The Stirling temp is coming down. When the Stirling temp gets to about 300 Celsius, it's going to push it out over here. And so in the meantime, it's going to be generating monstrous amounts of power. And the thing that I'm concerned about is that I didn't put any logic in here for keeping an eye on how much pollutants, nitrous, and water is inside this pipe. Because of course, when it cools down, it's going to condense. And if it condenses, I have problems. So let's leave that alone for now. That should be charging this. Yep, it's charging it. It's actually doing a pretty decent job of it. How much is being used over here? That potential is dropping really fast. That's actually kind of scary. If I keep it going, it's gonna work overtime and help preserve my rocket. Or my batteries in general. Are you done yet, rocket? 98%, so it's almost done. I don't think I need to worry about that too much just yet. Maybe I do. Anyways, I'm getting really distracted because I need this thing to hurry up and charge. Alright, that's retracted. Ugh. I need my rifle spot back over here. Yeah, that's all retracted. I don't know how much fuel I have. Let's see. Throttle's 100. Minor ore condition is at max. All systems go. Check. You are now at 0. And avionics is good. Battery's good. And let's go. 725 seconds. 186 seconds. It should do well. All right. So while that's doing its thing, it's gonna head out there. What was in here? Oh yeah, some steel and nickel. Where's the other head? There it is. I'm gonna go ahead and grind it down and toss it in for the centrifuge to process it. And I'm just gonna leave this open so that this can just work indefinitely. Alright, back out we go. It's just going to take 2 minutes for this to get there. And it's got plenty of fuel and stuff, so... I'm going to turn off one battery. Save as little battery as I can. I really should start using the bottom. Great, now that means I got to spend some time on my code and figure out what I went wrong with that, because it should have... The whole point for it stopped right there is that I want to have a lever. Like here, or here or something, so that when I pull it, it allows it to go through the whole Stirling thing. And I know you can't see my hand motions, but that's literally what I just did. So it's to do my hand motions. It's to do the Stirling thing and allow this to continue going through, so that it'll cool. You know, it'll pump things in. It'll deal with that. Yeah, you see what I mean? There's already some water. 4% stress. I know this is gonna condense, and this should condense, but 25. I believe it's 25. So 300 is the closest. 4, 8, 12 liters at most. That should be okay. Okay, that'll be fine. I really need a locker. Okay. I need to use the inside. Okay, so let's just I'm just gonna make some pipes down here. Anyways, I did have a thought. So I'm thinking that wing is gonna be kind of my phase change device room. I'm gonna try to get this set up for how I want the whole whatchamacallit, the filtration for the cool. You know, the cold liquids, the warm liquids. And once I got that straightened out, I'm gonna, I guess, eventually program it, but maybe run through it manually so that I can get some pollutants and some nitrous, and maybe start reclaiming some water. But one of the things that I think I have to do is bring my stuff down. So maybe I need to go print a locker kit and go do that stuff. Yeah, let's just do that. Locker kit. Bring a lot of this stuff down, because there's a lot of stuff for building this down there. So let's get this out. So let's just get some locker kits. 2 locker kits will probably be enough. It's just going to be my building locker. Okay, so I'm going to need my pressure regulator, my digital valve, turbo pumps, analyzers. Let's get another one of these. Alright, you should be arrived. Yes, you are. And I still have 675 seconds worth of fuel. That's good. Already? Alright, discover. I'm going to need plenty of, hopefully, copper and... iron nodes. I know I'm a little bit panic running around everywhere. Oh, that's it? Oh, well, at least I have bread. Alright. I'm kind of panic running around everywhere because I do want to get some stuff done. But I also realized that it takes quite a bit of time for building, so I kind of want to run through what I want to do, and hopefully that will allow me to at least show you what is going on. Okay, I need to stagger these. There, I'll leave that alone for now. It's going to do its thing. Let's use my lift. I gotta fix this lift. This is way too slow. Alright, portable light. Anyway, so yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna have phase change cooling right there, so that I can do the appropriate temperatures that I need for getting the water and stuff to the right temps. Okay, let's think this is the right way. Yes! Alright. Okay, so I want this digital valve right here for one very obvious reason, and that is because I need to be able to control when exactly this pushes the Stirling contents. That's not good. That's not good at all. Let me out. I misjudged how much there was again. It's a lot of wasted pollutants. Okay, so it's a simple fix for now. See, right now I'm telling this thing to push in like 20 megapascals of pressure in here. That is still too much. So let's just do a 15. That might save it. I really should not have done that. I should have like a condensation trap or something. That's quite a lot of water that I lost. I'm sad that I made that mistake again. But you know, gotta learn from your gotta learn from mistakes. And so I want that there. Just goes to show. Alright, I want this here to have a buffer for this pipe right here. Because I will need a buffer. I think I want to have a transformer in here. But I need to connect to over here. And that's why this is kind of over here. Ugh, I need to build a transformer. And run heavy cables. Can't believe I haven't done that yet. It's like I want to see stuff work, but I can't see stuff work if I don't run the heavy cables. So I need a transformer. This is gonna be separate pipe network. Yeah. I still got some time before it'll come out. Actually, it's gonna come out very soon. You see, my power gain is very minimal now. But I mean, to be fair, I kind of expected that. Oh, right, and I've kind of realized something. You know, I'm gonna have the storage tanks and stuff for this. And I think the best thing to do would be to have them right here. Sorry. Dog. So if I were to do something like this, you know, that at least gives me some storage for this pipe network. Kind of like that. Like originally I was gonna have them be in the room over here, but then I was trying to find a better way that wasn't tacky. Oh, did my hand break again? My hand broke. I hate it when it does that. It's really hard to see what's going on. And see, this is why I wanted to get the, I needed to have just enough, because this isn't condensing. It's actually evaporating, which is a problem. I didn't want that to be evaporating. So now I need to run through a second load. So, gotta fix that too. I really didn't want to jump into my code to fix stuff. So why is it jumping so quickly? It has to be 0 over here. But if it's a 0, it should be loading all my variables. It should go to fill mode. Branch if vn. Oh. I think that's supposed to be VGTC. There we go. That's what I was missing. Okay, so let's do this math again. It's 25 liters, that's 4. That should be better now. Okay, I gotta wait for that. But in the meantime, because I have no power, I'm gonna have to go on ahead and connect this here. Is this fixed yet? That's not fixed yet. I hate sometimes how it does that. Like, there we go. That's much better. So I got some liquid nitrous, some liquid water, and I can go on ahead and push them in here. And as you can see, this is going to be a problem because I'm freezing the water. Am I suffering any damage anywhere? I am not, thankfully. I have too little. That's because this line is not very pressure. But look at that. It's 23 Celsius. That's actually really good. It's a good amount. So, okay, let's get the transformer. Let's wire that up. Heavy cable. Because I need to start getting power to the system. At least so that I can show what is my intent. And I have got to fix this elevator. That is the slowest elevator in the history of elevator slowness. No wonder I didn't like him much in Trade Ropa. Okay, but yeah, you see, my power is already pretty good. Alright, I'm pretty sure I found... Okay, that's a good note. Okay, dense copper, perfect. Dense iron, dense lead. I think this one will be the lucky one for me. How much fuel do I got? 560 seconds. Is that less than before? It took about 180 to get here. 200 seconds. So I can probably mine from the iron as well, and then the rocket needs to come back. So let's go on ahead and survey. Alright, I need some transformers, which I'm not sure that I built some. Did I build some? I want to say I did, but clearly I did not. Alright, transformers. What do I need for those? Transformers, iron, gold, and copper. Which I am... Oh, good grief. Power low. Fine. Power's low. Go recharge. Yeah, I'm kind of in like a panic frenzy because I'm wanting to progress. At least to show off some form of progression as I, you know... That is a big size. Will that show me the richness or no? Okay, it looks like I only get 2 transformers. That's fine. These being here keep me from bringing more stuff. There we go. Richness. That's a good richness. That'll give me plenty of copper once that's done with. Okay. Suit. Alright. Slow elevator. I'm not really very concerned with fuel because I have a lot of water that I mined previously, so worst case I can just use an H2 combustor to get some fuel and stick it in there. Alright, so now the problem I'm gonna have here is kind of like a twofold thing. That's not gonna help me. So I clearly need to reach here. I kind of like having these types of my dogs keep seeing something. Like for what I did in Europa, I liked having these because if I accidentally go one way, I could potentially reverse and go back. But I'm not sure if that's actually helpful. Like, this, you know, like maybe I think I need to do it for something like right here. And this is kind of where it gets a little tricky because how am I going to run a cable to this? Anyways. No. Hmm. This might not work very well too because I'm out 2 liters. I have like another 3 liters. Ah, darn it! I need to drop that down some more. 10 megapascals. But the issue I have is oh no, it's not. It's condensing because of pressure. So I need quite a bit of pressure in here anyways. Ugh. Anyways, get you over here. Get y'all over here. All right, so pressure regulators. So one thing that I will need is I will need to have a purge valve. Like right here. Or up here. So as part of the process for removing, allowing the correct gases to evaporate and stuff, I need this purge valve. So this is going to be for evaporating what's in the contents of this pipe until it hits a very specific pressure, so that way there will be no other liquids except for well, in this case, so there will be, oh wow, that is absolutely frozen. How did that happen? How is this possible? Nothing's broken. And yet it's somehow hitting negative 75 Celsius. I guess it's like this last little bit is trying to pressurize. So that's gonna be weird. Anyways. See, I wanted to be able to get all of this pollutant to be liquid. But now it seems that I need to do some kind of other system as a just in case measure to keep that pipe from breaking. Alright. I am I'm flabbergasted. I'm kind of like scatterbrained. It's actually been kind of a long day, to be honest. Hmm. Hmm. What if I have... how am I gonna get these pipe across? This is the biggest thing that I'm trying to figure out right now. This because I need a digital valve right here in order to tell when this is to condense. But I also need to run cables up to here. I guess I'm overthinking it, because if I am going to have this right here, you know, I'm gonna need this. Fortunately, that means I will need the pipe analyzer right here. And that, can I rotate that too? Alright, upside down it is then. I need this to be over here then, so that I can tell exactly the state of this pipe. And then I have to run this cable from the roof, which is both a blessing and a curse, because actually that works out really well. Because then now this is on. I can now power these on. And this allows me to run cables for these guys. Am I gonna have enough? Please let me have enough. Yes. Alright, I'm officially out of cable. Okay. So I have a little bit less, but a little bit more. How bad of an idea is this? YOLO. Very bad of an idea. I guess I still don't have enough ice to break the whole system. But I really need to get that pressurized. Alright, I need another batch, please. That's at least going to give me oodles of power. Alright, so that's still cold. That's not what I want. So this comes to two things. I'm going to need to set up... I was kind of wondering how much thermal energy retention system I needed to have for this whole thing. I thought that maybe I could get away with not putting this on a large direct heat exchanger, but it looks like I still need to. So I guess what I need to do, this is going to be probably the hokiest setup ever. Maybe set up a large direct heat exchanger right here and connect this. No. I'll need 3. One for that. One for the pollutant evaporator. One for the nitrous evaporator. So I'll need 3. So now that means the most stable temp thing that I have right now is water. So looks like I finally need to bring this downstairs and work with this. So now I need to get some large direct heat exchangers. Because I need to make sure that this is all a relatively stable temp. This needs to be pressurized. This needs to be 20 Celsius. This doesn't need to be frozen water. And the good thing about that is it's gonna allow this water to cool. So I got an idea for what I need to be doing now. This hasn't broken yet, but there's probably a really damaged pipe in here somewhere. Somewhere over here. Okay. So now that I got that done, and just for the heck of it, this will go up here. So since I expect only pollutants to come over here, this needs to go to a separate spot for the pollutants to condense and be reintroduced. And as far as things go, I think I kind of want to have my liquids gathered over here. Like maybe liquid pollutants over here, and then liquid nitrous, liquid volatiles, liquid... You know what? I don't have a very good idea for this setup. It's just going to be a lot of piping. I may have to do a lot of that offline just to kind of visualize the system, but okay, so I know I need some large direct heat exchangers and a lot of liquid pipes because this is just not going to cut it. And this is the other thing I need to be concerned about. I need to make sure every single drop of pollutants leaves this system. Every single drop. So as part of this whole system, I need to make it so that when I make these other 4 gases go to the next stage, I gotta make sure that there's absolutely no pollutants, or that there's always enough pressure to let all the pollutants condense. Alright, so let's go get the drop off stuff first. Wait. Do the large direct heat exchangers. They need liquid to liquid. They need 1 pipe and some steel sheets. That's fine. That's easy to get. Okay. Slowest elevator ever. Uh-oh. Oh no, my chickens are gonna go hungry. Where's the thing? Put quite a lot of food on here for them. That should be enough. It's because I'm not checking up on them. Okay, is this done yet? Yes, it is. Mine ore scanner. 42 ore. That is an insane yield. I think I'll mine this down to depletion. So let's see, large direct. Steel and Invar. The problem is I don't have any more steel frames. I also need to print a bunch of liquid pipes. This probably is kind of going to be where I get kind of stuck. And I have to do a lot of work offline. I should have a lot of wheat. Yep. Wheat. Maybe I should make a Hilary. This is a lot of plants. Oh, speaking of which... Ooh, my concentration of CO2 is rapidly dwindling. That's gonna be a problem soon. Okay, then I'll just give these to the chickens right here. There we go. No! No, how many have I made? I got distracted again. My power is full, which is good. Look at that. 730 copper. That's a huge yield. I don't like that I need the steel frames for that. Okay, insulated liquid pipes. While that's printing, do I have any normal gas pipes? The answer to that is yes, I got 5 of them. That might be enough. Wait, I didn't really use my jetpack much. I got plenty of fuel. Okay, let's eat some canned powder eggs and some bread. This system is going to take quite a bit of time. I think I got a general idea. The hard part is laying everything out in some kind of logical fashion that makes sense. But I know that I'm running extremely low on copper. Also going to run extremely low on iron as well. But the other thing that I'm concerned about is that I may have shot myself in the foot by hatching another 2 chickens. Because now a lot of my wheat is going to be feeding them. My fridge is almost out of space. Additionally, actually, another thing that I've realized is because I'm trying to avoid using the atmospherics kits, I'm not entirely sure just exactly how much pressure and gases I can use for downstairs. I am going to fix this. That is way too slow. So, there's probably going to be a huge time skip because I'm going to have to set up the phase change devices so that they can go on ahead and start working, or so that the infrastructure is set up. I mean, you've seen me set up quite a bit of them several times. I really don't feel like I should show them off again. So maybe I have to do something like this. This is kind of like the framework. Okay. And it's gonna have to be liquid to liquid. Liquid to liquid right there. The evaporator, and then finally the nitrous evaporator. What am I doing? They can just be right next to each other like this. What do I need? A wrench? Actually, I just thought of something. I just put more. Woohoo! That's cutting it close, but that's pretty good. Uh, all right. So and then I can have. This is the Okay, so what I can do is have this going like this. I briefly debated on having like its own, my own phase change device set up to temperature control this, but then I kind of ran into the issue that since I am in space, it's gonna be extremely easy for me to radiate energy out. So while I'm gonna have a phase change device set up, I need to pressurize that with more nitrogen. There we go. So what I want to do is have a phase change device set up for controlling the temperature of water. And so I want to have a phase change device loop right here. Probably two condensation chambers going to heat exchange, and now that I got that set up, I can just put another one right here. Kind of glad I made extras. Put one right there. Water is one end, and then the heated up gas from the condensation chamber here. Run this here to two pollutants. This is all going to be purely pollutants. And this is going to be a pipe that cools down the heat exchange line so that I can run this to ideally the next line, which is going to be for my cryogenic liquids. I don't know which one it's going to be. It might be liquid nitrogen. So now that I have that, has more than enough to just whoosh it all over here. Wait. I shouldn't have done that just yet. I should have instead removed this, put my digital valve here to see what that would do. Do I still have some? Darn it! Another load, please. How much is in this pipe? A lot. I got a lot in here. Ooh. Let me just generate all the power that I need. So now that I got that, I can just have that shunt off over there. And if I turn this on, it's going to equalize with this pipe. And that's what I was concerned about. Now that it's equalized with this pipe, it's going to always drain liquids, albeit very, very slowly. But say that I'm watching this pipe right here, and I finally get rid of all of the liquids. Actually, I have a problem. Because the idea is that this Stirling is going to be constantly cooling down a mixture of pollutants, water, and nitrous for me to vent over here. If I just dump it willy-nilly, I could put myself in a dumb situation where this is going to my next line and I now have stuff. So, drat. Do I need another buffer zone? Anyways. Alright, so the good news is I have some of this here. Not enough pressure. Actually, speaking of which, pollutants. At 20 Celsius, I need exactly 3.58 megapascals. So that's good to know. So this is under pressurized. That's good. That's fine. So that means I can actually process a little bit more over here to get the pollutants I need. Now, I'm not really happy at the fact that this is poorly maintained over here. I need to do some logic. I need to do some logic about How to do that? That's my timer. Ugh. There is a lot to consider with this. There just is a lot. Hmm. The best way I can describe it is I might have to do a lot of offline work, process some of this stuff, so that I can get the purge valve setup going. I think I'll keep to my original plan. I might just set up the liquid pollutant tank right here. Set up a liquid pollutant tank right here. Set up a liquid nitrous tank here. You know what? I haven't really discussed what I'm planning. So obviously this is going to be my ice melting area, my Stirling setup, and then the first stage separation for the warmer liquids. You know, pollutants, nitrous, and water. The room temp liquids. So once I get that set up, I'll be left with CO2, oxygen, volatiles, and nitrogen to separate. I plan that wing over here to be the phase change device for moving thermal energy around, so that I can push thermal energy to the water, because it's going to be dense enough to absorb it all. But it's also going to be needed because I'm going to be running a lot of phase change related cooling here. You know, when I'm getting when I'm separating pollutants, nitrous, and water, I'm going to be forcing a lot of evaporation to occur, which is going to naturally try to cool some of that down. So that's going to try to cool the water down a little bit. And so when that happens, it's going to slightly cool down the water on these three stages. Once this is done, I should be able to push water theoretically straight into this pipe. Theoretically, if I get this all worked out right, I shouldn't contaminate my water. But now, when I get to the cryogenic gases, I need to make a huge storage of something. I'm kind of in a semi-decent spot in the sense that I have 200 liters of liquid volatiles. I can use that to prime the cryogenic phase change device a little bit. And I have some liquid oxygen. I can use that as I can use that for uh, the pipe network for the cooling. Because oxygen takes a lot of high pressure to cool down. So I'll have to work out through that. But this is starting to get the basic gist of things. Oh, there's another thing that I forgot. One other thing is that, well, I don't know. I don't think that's a problem. I was wondering if there will ever be a point where somehow I have no liquid pollutants and not enough gas pressure to keep liquid nitrous and water as a liquid. In which case I would need to pump in a little bit of liquid pollutants or liquid nitrous or something to get the pressure to fill this. But I think how I can get away with that is make sure that I have a huge enough capacity here. And I don't need to process a lot at a time. I probably only need to process maybe, let's say 20 liters. Let's say I grab, once this has like a capacity of like 100 liters. Or once this has at least 20 liters, I pump 20 liters in here. So 20 liters of water is in here, plus pressure and pollutant gases. And if this is gonna be at roughly 4 megapascals, so that's gonna pressurize this. So that'll allow me to purge valve this down to 2 megapascals so that only nitrous is here. Then pollutants will go condense and go to my pollutant network. Blah 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 blah. Then I have, and for water it's kind of the same thing, probably down to 100 kilopascals. One thing I really need to do, though, is fix this up. I think I know what my problem is. I think my problem is that I'm telling this to go to 15 megapascals, and clearly that cooled down excessively. But this is also going to be a problem of volume versus how much and pressure. Because if I have 300 moles of pollutants that I want to condense, that's 25 liters per mole, so that means 4, 8, 12 liters. This pipe has got to be capable of handling 12 liters of liquid pollutants, which means I need to make sure that this capacity is pretty large. But the issue that I have with that is when I do that, this pipe over here, this is 30% pollutants. So when I push 30% worth of pollutants into this pipe, then the problem that I will have is that I need to account for that. So if I pressurize this with, 2,000 moles of stuff, 30% of that is going to be pollutants. That's 600 moles of pollutants, which means that my pipe network has got to be capable of handling that. So maybe there's nothing really I can do about that. I can just find a safe pressure range, 15 megapascal seems safe until it's literally pollutants. Or I just... Alright, I think I have to do a safeguard. I think I have to do digital valve, condensation. Yeah, that's what I have to do. I don't think there's any way to go around it. I have to do condensation. I gotta do a condensation valve right here. And then I gotta do another digital valve and then run that through there. If for some reason... Can I get pipe stress from this? Oh, that's the one that got damaged. This one right here. That's a problem. Yeah. That's what I'll have to do. I have to run a condensation valve, a digital valve, and if this stress is too high, I just shunt the hot liquids in here. It's going to be a slight problem in the sense that it'll warm up my water, but it's safer. It'll be safer than breaking a pipe in case I do something stupid like feed purely nitrous in there or purely pollutants in that. Oh wow, look at that. That's a lot. And so if I do this, I think that's going to work nicely. So I need to modify my script. Get another digital valve and... Yeah, it's cooling down my water a little bit. Okay. I got a plan. So, I guess it's time to wrap up. And I think I'm going to add two more utility pipes right here. Because, I mean, I don't have to go big. But I do need to make sure that I have plenty of storage for liquids here. So here we go. We got that. I can add a singular of you right there. I really got to be careful with that. I might accidentally kill myself. So I need another digital valve. and run it through that. Okay, and that'll work. I can load. If I have too much liquids in here, I just toggle that on until the liquids is less than 80%. Kind of like just a small Schmidt trigger. Just if the presence of liquids in here gets above 90%, just toggle that on. Once it hits 80%, just, you know, done. Which reminds me, am I capable of reading that? Pipe analyzer. I forgot the name for a moment. No, it's just got volume. It's got volume of liquid. It does not have stress, but that's fine. I just need volume and volume of liquids. If the pipe stress is above 90%, turn on that. Yeah, that'll be simple. The only problem I'm gonna have with that is I might have some gases and stuff trapped in here. I guess that's a small price to pay. Have some of these stuck in here. Because if they stay hot, then, you know, they'll remix with the Stirling next time. But I guess I'm not trying to go for a super perfect system just yet. Okay. I apologize that I've been really scatterbrained on this one. It has kind of been a long week, but I am definitely pretty scatterbrained. So, there we go. Screenshot time. Ka-chunk. But at least this works really well. I'll have to make some slight modifications, like add the lever, because I want to just, you know, pull a lever to allow the Stirling to go. You know, lever up means I can get out of this state. Stirlings can do its thing. Do I even have any? No, I don't. That's fine. I can just do that. And then I'm gonna add the safeties for the Stirling. If there's just too much liquids, a digital valve here will turn on briefly to let some go away. And even if they're too hot for this pipe, the water is going to cool it down enough. So yeah, that's at least gonna get me started. So 1,000-liter capacity. I think I don't really need too big for this. I think I just need just enough, and then I'll start figuring out this pipe. All right. Alright, guys. And I'll fix this elevator, too. And my chickens are laying eggs. Alright, so I'm gonna do a lot of offline work. Yeah, you don't need to be... Oh, I way overmined. Yeah, I way overmined that. One thing that I've seen is I've only... Yeah, I got iron, lead. I didn't get nickel. Lead, copper. Then I'll bring the rocket back. Look at all that cobalt. Alright, guys. Next time when you return, I probably will have those rockets back. And I think I'll set up these phase change devices and keep working on setting up the first stage of the filtration. I probably won't program it just yet because I think I want to keep it manual. Just because manual will be easier for me to kind of see where the hangups are. Um, I might also need to just build some large batteries, battery storage, because I'm gonna be that Stirling produced a lot of power. I'm already back at full. So yeah, that's it's a lot. So what is my goals? I need to print out a lot of materials. I need to do a lot of piping and tanks stuff. So I'm just gonna start printing out a bunch of liquid pipes. The biggest concern for me is steel. Gonna make another powdered egg. The biggest concern is steel, because I'm not gonna be. I don't have enough steel to probably do everything I want to do. Maybe close. So I think I gotta ration everything. I need 2 more powdered eggs, and then I can use that to make a can. And then I have to actually make spray paints. All right. God, what is with this size? A yield of 5? What is with my luck? I wonder if I made this way too rich. Ah, that's still okay. Maybe I need to fix this. 6 to 8, 6 to 8. I might need to bump those numbers down. Maybe start with 4. 4 to 6. This is just the mid level. That might be way too rich. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do an update on that. Yeah, 4 to 6 there. So why did it do such a high dense? I think that's a mistake on my part. It's supposed to be more dense. Because, I mean, this is 4 to 6. I think this was supposed to be 4 to 6, and the density was to stay high so that you can mine a lot. I'll fix that. Small little nerfs. Alright, guys. Yeah, I need to do the storage. Ooh, I'm down to 332 grams of steel. Alright, guys. Thank you for your time. Hope to see you when I return, and maybe I'll have this cleaned up better. So, have a good night, and bye!